So this is the setup that I had on yesterday. It's a reversal type of the setup right there. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how to actually spot a failure right there and to have an early exit. So instead of taking a full -1 hour losses, then I can actually reduce the losses by having an early exit. Hi, my name is Ming Jong, and welcome to another episode of the market analysis for the S&P 500 E-mini futures for the session of 9th of December. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the market recap from yesterday and also a trade review that involves how to actually spot a failure and have an early exit to minimize the losses. And going forward, I will also share my trading plan for the session later together with all the key levels that I'm watching. All right, so let's just get started now. Okay, so first of all, as usual, let me just get to the daily time frame and let's just start from there. Okay, so here we go. This is the daily time frame, and let's just drag it to the right hand side of the chart. So as usual, I think so far we have just witnessed the all-time high for the S&P 500 E-mini futures, and yesterday's session was interesting because we have a spring happen right there, spring of the previous swing low with a demand tail, and eventually we close near the high. So I think this is a very important sign, and we just much close above the 3700 level. So in terms of the volume level is pretty normal for the past few sessions. You can see that the volume is pretty normal and nothing unusual. Let me just get down to the hourly time frame and let's just see what else can we extract out from the hourly chart. So in the hourly chart, we can obviously see this very straightforward uptrend during the pretty much the US session. And another thing is prior to that, during the Globex session, we see that there's a swing low right there, and subsequently during the Globex period, we have witnessed this kind of the spring type of the action. So this is a spring where it actually committed temporarily below this support level formed by the previous swing low there, and subsequently with a quick reversal up. So it's a spring, and whenever we see a spring, I actually expect a break of this swing high level, so which it did. Probably I think that the close is pretty much near the swing high, and during this morning the Asian session we have seen there's a little gap up there and just commit above the swing high level. So I think in terms of the bullish scenario, this is a very encouraging sign for the market to go higher. And in terms of the Globex session, we have seen this kind of the consolidation followed by a spring action. You can see that right after the spring, and for the US session, it actually just as a launch pad for the US session to trend higher. And this is a very straightforward uptrend with I think almost every candle close at a high, and we have a high, higher high, higher high, another high, high again. So it's a very clear and clean uptrend. So it's a trend day yesterday. Okay, so let me just quickly get down to the 3 minutes time frame, which was my trading time frame, and I would like to elaborate more on how to actually spot the failure and to exit earlier in order to minimize the losses. So we all know that losses is unavoidable in trading. So whenever you trade, when you trade long enough, I can guarantee you will definitely have losses. So the important thing is that we can always minimize the losses while to let a winner keep running so that in the long run and we will be profitable. So This is one good way to demonstrate this. So instead of always taking a full -1R losses, so sometimes we definitely can minimize the losses to below -1R. So over the long run, like let's say if you have 2 or 3 losses every week, then probably around 10 losses every month, then if you can just minimize the losses to probably 40-50%, then over a month, then you will just reduce the losses by 50%. So instead of taking a full -1R losses, then definitely you just reduce the losses to probably 50% of your original planned losses. So I think this is a great saving, and that really translates to profit. All right, so let me just quickly show you the context as usual. So this is the previous day, as you can see in this volume session. And during this global session, we can see that it kind of formed this range. So this is the trading range form. And my trade was actually just lean on the previous day low session. As you can see, I just draw up an orange line right there. And subsequently, during the go back session, the price action actually respect this previous day low as a support. So it has tested once, second, third times, and this is the fourth time. So, and this is where I actually open up my trade right there. Okay, so let me just zoom in to show you the price action together with the volume. So first of all, you notice that I just rely on this kind of the support right there. So this is a support form, and this downswing happened during about 5 p.m. during the London session at my time zone, about 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. And that comes with an increasing of the supply. So what I intend to do is to wait for a test. So right after this greatest rally that we have ever seen out from this down wave, I just wait for another test. So this is the test that I'm waiting for as a test of the previous downswing, and that comes with a decreasing of the supply level. So I think that subsequently it should just rebound from there, because the immediate support level right there, about 36.77, is not broken yet. So right after that, we see that it just kind of formed a tight consolidation. So right after this breaking out of this localized trading range right there, I just enter long with the anticipation of probably travel to test the swing high level at about 36.84 again. So what I actually expect is something like this can move up to hit the swing high level. However, something went wrong right there. So this is the first clue. So at the previous swing high right there. So we can see that right after I enter the long position there is another pullback. It's a very shallow type of pullback, which is not threatening at all. Sometimes it just happens. We just need to wait for a few more bars before it just take off. And we see that subsequently it just go back up, have a rally, tested the previous swing high level. And let me just zoom in with this 2 bar right there, because I just want to show you that there is presence of the supply at this bar at the top right there. So we can see that when we zoom in this 2 bar right there, we can see that the volume is pretty much very similar. You can say it's the same volume. However, we notice that this final bar at the top right there is a lot smaller compared to this bar, the previous bar, and also the progress to the upside is also limited when we compare it to the previous bar as well. So what does it mean? It simply means that with the same effort, same amount of the effort to push the price up, what we have is actually a smaller candle and also a little progress to the upside. So that actually suggests that there is a presence right there, so right at this bar there. So this is the first red flag. However, it doesn't really pose a great threat to me because we can see that subsequently there isn't much downside follow through until probably this localized breakdown right there. So even with this localized breakdown, we see that the supply level is generally low. So we didn't see a spike of the supply, something like this, or even this, or something like this. So it's very low supply level. But in terms of the price action, it certainly just break below this immediate support level. So right after the breakdown of the localized support level, I just exit my trade. So instead of waiting the price to hit my stop, which is somewhere around there, so you can see that this is probably about 50% of my original plan stop loss. So I just effectively reduce the reward to risk, the risk to about 0.5, or you can say probably 0.6. So definitely minimize my losses right there. And subsequently, if you did not immediately exit right at the close of this bar, I think the third bar right there, so this is a third bar with the rejection tail, actually should prompt you to exit earlier rather than wait for a full -1 hour losses. Why is that? Because you can see that right after this localized breakdown, we see that there is a doji, so indecision, and subsequently followed by an attempt to rally up, but actually failed to commit above and close at a high. So instead it just closed at the low part here. So that again shows that supply is present and actually manifests in the result as well. So if you miss the first chance to exit like this bar, and this is your second chance, is almost at a very similar price level right there. Okay, so you can see that subsequently, if I just waited a bit longer, maybe just 3 more bars, on this bar right there, we see the spike of the supply level, and definitely that will take my stop out. And subsequently, we see that there is a continuation to the downside. So that's how it went for this trade. So overall, I'm still happy with this trade because I think in terms of the setup, it's just all right. So I waited for the right type of a setup, and I spotted this type of the failure and have an early exit rather than taking a full -1 hour losses. So that's effectively minimized my losses. All right. So hopefully that you learn something from my mistakes or my analysis with this losing trade. All right, so let me get back to the hourly time frame and let's just talk about the current market condition right here. So maybe I just go to the 4-hourly time frame, and let's just start from the 4-hourly time frame because I just want to show you the bigger picture. So in the 4-hourly time frame, you can see that we have this kind of the breaking out session. So a lot of the profit taking activity happened right there, and subsequently we see that it kind of formed a trading range. And it's until probably the past few sessions we have an attempt to break, and with a supply absorption progress going on. So all this chunk with a higher low lift up, so I'll just view it as a supply absorption. And subsequently finally we have this kind of the breaking out, backing up, and now I think breakout again. So in terms of the volume, definitely so far it's nothing threatening yet. So let me get back to the hourly time frame, and this is the immediate support level that I'm looking at. That will probably translate to close to 3700 level, and also this support level as well. So this region probably from around 3695 to probably 3705. So that area right there should form a kind of the support. if the price can stay above this support area, then I think there's a high chance for the continuation to test the higher target. So otherwise, if it just break below this support level, then I think it will just turn to the bearish view, at least for the very immediate time frame, because it just back to the trading range again. So this is the trading range from 3700 to around 3660 or 3670. So that is the immediate trading range. Right now, if the price can just commit above the immediate support area I just showed you, somewhere close to 3700 level, then there's a high chance for S&P 500 to trend higher. So right now it's just consolidating within this shallow type of the trading range. So let's just see how it goes. It will probably, let's see how it can resolve itself out from this trading range. So maybe it can just have a spring, false breakout, and then reverse to continue the trend up, or maybe it can just retrace further down and to test the support level right there about 36.96 or 97 to reverse right there. So we just need to see to see the price action and to act accordingly. So my trading plan for the session later is probably just wait for a test of the support area. So right now it's just somewhere around 3705 to about 3695. So that's the support area. Okay, so if you can just go up, then definitely I think there's a high chance to go higher price. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something useful out from the video. So if you would like to learn more on how to increase your winning rate, definitely check out the video that showed up on the screen right now. And do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to get my weekly stock watch list update for free. I just click the link below in the description box. Alright, thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon.